Hello guys, you join me walking down to my plot. Here it is, and it's very mild today, so there's every chance we're going to be getting the garlic in to a bed. I'm just walking down onto the plot. You can see a bit of drizzle earlier on. Just put my tools down. Let's not forget the old flask. Come and have a walk around. So we're walking down the path. I'm not decided which bed to put them in yet. This would have been the easiest bed to put them in, but then again I'd have to remove all of them and put. I think the bed what we're going to be shoving the garlic in could be that bed over there. Now it's got a load of chicken manure we've put into that. Although we could put them in that bed there. I'm not too sure. We've not decided yet. Now let's have a look at the girls. Morning girls. Hiya. What's up? I've got nothing for you at the moment. Hey? Oh well. I'll wait to see what we got for you later. Let's have a look and see if these are still going. Yep, they're alive. They're alive. Anyway, they're the girls. So, yeah, it's decisions. Do we stick them in it? See, that net's nothing. In fact, I'll probably put that net or something similar over here if I'm going to use it. I don't know what to do, whether to go for this bed, that bed, or that bed. I think the problem is with this bed is all these strawberries need to be sorted out. However, I think this might be the candidate here. So what we need to do is roll back this. I'll get the camera set up in a bit. First things first, I think we need a cup of coffee. Sun's just breaking through there. Looking round. Blue skies for now. Oh, Jay's having a go over there. It's a gobby little bugger. You probably hear it there in the tree. I don't know if I can zoom in. I'll try. Bloody camouflage there. He's somewhere. I've lost where he was. Although I can't see him because my eyes are so bad. He's around there somewhere. Anyway, he's shut up now, aren't he? Just bloody typical. Is that him there? Yeah, there he is. Very gobby, very boisterous this morning. Anyway, that's me holding my camera very still. A few cabbages there, not coming so much at the moment. So yeah, I think this is the bed we're going to be putting them in. So what I've got to do now is go and have a cup of coffee, and we're going to be cutting this branch off here so we can walk down the path without bumping into it all the time. I've got to sort of dive around it, which ain't good for me. Again, I might put a bit of horse manure on top of these cabbages on top of these this rhubarb, just to protect the crowns a bit, because they're actually starting to shoot there. If you look, they're actually coming up, so I don't want that. So I don't want them to get frost damage after we've just transplanted them. This is where we're supposed to be putting the strawberries. Not done it yet. Lazy or what? Look at the dew on here. We'll give that a shake. See, we've got to take all the dead leaves. Have all died back now, so we're going to start pulling all the brown dead leaves off these strawberries. And there might be a little bit of weeding to do there, not much, but yeah, we'll tidy this up It won't be today though. I think we're going to try and concentrate just on the garlic. Anyway, that's where I'm headed. So go and get myself a cup of coffee. So I'll see you in a bit, folks. Hi guys, welcome back to Allotment Diggers. Well, in this episode we're going to get the garlic in today. I did say we'll try and get the garlic in sometime this week. Well, the ground's been frozen for the last 7 days. Previous to that, it's not stopped raining for the last 6 weeks. So it's been terrible. However, the last couple of days, the wind's, rather than blowing from the north, it's changed and was blowing from the south, and it's blowing a load of hot air up through the country, thawed the ground out. There was a bit of drizzle in it yesterday. There's a tiny bit of drizzle this morning. However, it's all gone. Blue sky, well, not blue skies, but it was clear. It's clear enough anyway for us to get the garlic in. So I'm going to show you a few clips now, me actually putting this garlic in. However, before we do that, I want to show you this little manual plough that I've got. We were going to use it to do the bed. However, the ground was too soft and the wheel was just sinking in it, so we threw it back into the greenhouse and we used the 3-pronged hoe. So here's this little plough that I've got. Plough that I've acquired. 2-pronged plough, and what you do, if I can just demonstrate, you wheel it like that, backwards and forwards, and them 2 little blades here sink into the soil and basically turn your soil over. The only one problem I've got, my soil is too fine, and what's happening is the wheels are sinking into it, so it serves no purpose. Then it damages the soil more than benefit the soil. So this morning when we were putting the garlic in, we used a 3-prong, like a chloro, and just give it a quick ruffle over, and we planted the garlic straight into it. Now if I turn the camera around here to this bed, we did this bed a little bit earlier, and again, here's the problem. Watch this now, guys. You won't believe this. The ground was frozen this morning. Now check this out. It's very claggy. So that's how soft the soil is. So what's happening is, as soon as I put the plough on it, the wheel just buries into the ground. So it was defeating the whole object of using it. So we'll show you us using that again. But yeah, something for nothing. That's what I got. It cost me absolutely nothing, and I'll be lending it to friends. Anyone who wants to borrow it, they can borrow it. But it only works really with soil that's been compacted. It breaks it up in no time. It really does. It's a great little bit of kit, and I've got no idea how much they cost, but it cost me not a penny. Yeah, nice piece of kit. If you've got firm soil, it's ideal for breaking the soil up. It really does work. However, my soil is just too fine, guys. You stick it on it works okay, but as soon as you go back this way and you bring it this way, it just gets deeper and deeper. You can see it, and it just sinks. It just disappears. So that's the old bloody wheel and everything. So it was just useless to use that. So we used a 3-pronged hoe. I will be using it to do a couple of my other beds, which are at the back. There's one at the back of it where the potatoes are now. We'll be using that to loosen that, but we won't be doing it now. We'll be doing it later on in the year to doing that bed. And yeah, like I said, it was just pointless using that. But I'm going to take you onto the back of the plot now. I'm going to show you the garlic, showing me putting it, a few clips of me putting it in, and I'll show you it's all finished, it's all done. And I'll tell you a bit about the garlic, what we're putting in there while we're doing it. So let's get down there now and get the garlic in before the bloody snow. What you're looking at is some Casablanca, some Germidour. We have got another couple of trays of these, and well, they're down there. We've also got some Porcelain White, and we've also got some Solent White as well. And these ones, well, as you can see, they're not doing too bad. We need to get them out and get them into the beds today. And well, the weather's just perfect to get them in, so that's what we're going to do. So anyhow, we're taking these down there now, and we'll get cracking, and we'll get putting a few in, and we'll show you after we've done them all. Well, we'll show you we're doing a few of them obviously. First we need to take this netting off, so I'm going to take the netting off now. It just hooks on. Okay, what we're going to do, I have got this little plough thing, but what I'm going to use here, do this makes it easier. Just going to rough the soil up a bit. That seems to be alright. Make it flat a bit. Bloody weed. Look at this here, guys. I think it's the weed. I've not seen one of these for a while. Look at that. Bloody weed. Cheek of it. Anyway, I'm just going to get the board to lay across the bed, and then we can get the garlic planted. So I'm just going to take a bigger photograph of that, and put that in my picture album. It's like a flower, that. Bloody weed. I know we were like that. Endina. I'm using this board. This is my measuring board. All these 6 inches all the way down. Obviously 2 of them's 12 inches. I don't know whether to use that or that. But what I do is, I do know. Oops. Put my bloody gloves on. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to set this down in the bed. So I need to take that tray off there. Get that into position. There we go. And then it's just a matter of doing that all the way down. And a few holes in here. About 2 inches. So anyway, let's get the camera closer. You can see what I'm doing. Okay, so here we go, guys. Here we start yet again. So I've got my tray. I've just got to be very careful how we do this. There they are. There's a nice little root system there, and just a matter of dropping them in, pushing them down. In fact, I think it'd be easier when I'm using a trowel next time. We'll look at the roots on that. Just drop them in, cover them over, there you go. So that's what we're doing. Put the label there as well so we know what they are. Yeah, we got a break this morning. the weather's absolutely lovely, so I've come down and got stuck in. And that's, I'll do this run and continue with down the with the rest of them. Yeah, they're equally spaced, 6 inches apart. We're doing them. We did them last year. We did them 12 inches apart, and they didn't do very well. It's the first time we've ever done them 12 inches apart. So this year we put them back to 6 inches, like we've always done them. And well, hopefully they'll be okay. Oh, good root systems on these. So that's the first row done. So all I do now, move it along, give it an O length of you know, between them, so I can get an O between them, and we use this just to give us a rough idea where we need to put them. And we continue the process. So this is exciting. We've even got the sun on our side today. I'm really excited to get these in because it's been a long overdue. The frost was the problem. Ground was frozen and we couldn't do naught about it, so now we can. Amazing root systems on these. Look at that, absolutely beautiful. So these are going to do really well. The ground's lovely and free as well, so that helps. So there we go, folks. We've just put 22 in there so far. Anyhow, I'll keep it going and get them all in. So this is the garlic in. We've got Casablanca, Germidour, Solent White and Porcelain White in there. I'm not exactly counted how many. There's about 250 garlic, so I think that'd do us. Hopefully the frost to get at them in the next couple of days and start to split the cloves, and then we'll get the garlic later on next year, around about May, June. So there they go, all wrapped up in the winter blanket. So there you go, put the cover back over it. Last year we did them 12 inches apart rather than 6 inches apart. Now the psyche was, you do them a little further apart, they grow a little bit better. That wasn't so. Now for the last 5 years we've grown them, the garlic, 6 inches apart, and you've got really, really nice garlic. However, last year we did them 12 inches apart thinking you get even bigger garlic. Wasn't the case. There was 2/3 of the size what they would normally get. So this year we brought them into 6 inches apart. We've managed to get 242 garlic into that bed. Obviously we got from one end we start off with the Casablanca, Germidour, Solent White, Porcelain White. There's 4 different varieties in there. And there's some small ones, there's some really big ones. They'll all catch up, but we need to get them in so the frost can get at them. Frost will split the bulbs. That's what you want. You want the frost to split the bulbs, and next year you get some really nice garlic. If you don't get the frost on them, what happens is you, rather than getting loads of little cloves, you get one big ball. You can still eat it, but you know, it's a lot better if you're getting the cloves. Anyway, they're all in now. Jobs are good. Pat myself on the back. Eventually I got them in. I was just looking at the Bunny's exhibition this morning to see whether they were still alive, and they're fine. We've had 5 or 6 good frosts on them, and they stood the test of time, and they're doing wonderful there. So hopefully around we'll get a nice harvest around about April, May from them, I would imagine. And what we'll do, we'll put more in there, and we'll put more obviously compost and fertilisers in. We'll get another harvest out of them, so we'll get 2 harvests out of that same spot next year, hopefully. That's why we do them so early, so we can get two lots of them. Sometimes you can get 3 lots. It just depends on what the summer's like. But the last couple of years it's done nothing but bloody rain, so you know, what do you do? A few of my mates have said we're going to have paddy fields there and grow rice. I said, how'd you work that one out? I said, see me plot, like, plots are underwater, guys. It's absolutely so sad. Although they've actually drained. It's most of the water's gone now, so it's not a bad thing. However, they are, some of the plots on here are prone to flooding really bad, and as you know, I had a lot of problems over the years. We've managed to get that sorted, and yeah, this morning we turned the water off on the allotments, so there's no water now, so everyone has to, who've got chickens, have to bring their own water. They've all had an email. I sent them a message, everybody a message yesterday saying the water's going off today, so they've had plenty of time to come down, put water in for the chickens, and you know, from now on they've got to bring their own water until the temperatures around about February, end of February, March. We'll turn the water on again. It's just to save us money, because we have to repair all the bursts if we leave the water running through winter. We did that one year, and bloody bursts where every single tap had burst. So you know, it's soon adds up how much it costs to repair all this lot. So anyway, the water went off, and I was coming back on, and a friend of mine's just said, "Hey Mark, so do you want these 2 grapes?" So here's one of them. I'll just show you. Here's the bucket. I don't know what the stock it is. It's an black African grape. They're only small grapes. I forget the name of them. I do know Mike from Potting Along has actually got these grapes, so I'll need to ask him. But I forget what he bloody my mate Ron said they were. But he's given me 2 of these. I've got another one in the greenhouse, the middle greenhouse. What we will be doing is putting them against the back of the fence, and letting the grapes grow up against the fence. If the kids see them, they'll probably have them. But the thing is, they're an outside grape, these, so yeah, but we'll be giving them an haircut as well shortly. And the grapevine in here, that's going to get an haircut. And if you want to start to do your own grapes, you get your own grapevine, don't go spending 20 quid in these garden centres. If you know someone who's got a grapevine, and this is the time of year they will be, you know, pruning them back, just go and ask for a couple of pieces. All you need is a piece about this big. Cut it just before the node at the bottom, and the node at the top. You cut it so you got 2 nodes, top and bottom. Shove that in the ground. Leave it, and I guarantee you it'll actually start. I actually put it into potting compound and shove it into the ground, and it'll take. I did there's about half a dozen of them down here, and they've all taken, and I've give half a dozen away. So you know, that's how easy it is to get a grapevine. So if you know someone who's got a decent grapevine, you've got to prune it. So it's always worth to be there when they're actually pruning it, and you get yourself a couple of pieces, stick them in your greenhouse, forget about them. Come around about April, May, you start to see little leaves suddenly appear on them. You can put them in a pot if you want to, but wherever you put them, if you put them in the corner of your greenhouse, just leave it there and it'll take off, as mine has done. I've got quite a few grapes. I've got actually got 2 grapes in this greenhouse. Got one in this corner, one in that, and I've also got one in the middle greenhouse as well. Plus we've got a few down here which we've been giving away. So anyway, that's the main thing. They're getting the garlic in, and hope you enjoyed the video. But I'm done here for today, and I'm going to have a nice soak in the bath, and I'm going to ease this back. I've been doing a lot of bending, putting that bloody garlic in. So until next time guys, thanks for watching and subscribing and leaving your comments. Bye for now. There's my coffee, that's what we need. I think there might just be enough. Ooh, squeeze a bit out. There we go. So we've got just enough there to finish on. Be seeing you.